Whiskey 4, Juliet, Lima, Foxtrot.
Let's see here. Whiskey 4. Give me the rest.
Juliet, Lima, Foxtrot. Name is John.
Roger, John. You know what? I keep grabbing the stylus, the computer screen stylus, instead of the pen, and it slows me up. So I usually miss the call the first time at least, Roger.
QSL, I can understand that. I'm running an ICOM 7300, which you mentioned earlier. I'm just curious what the audio on this one sounds like.
All right, now you're not using the supplied hand mic, Roger?
I am. I'm using the stock hand mic.
Okay, are you familiar with your points of interest on that radio?
As far as the audio setup?
Yes, sir. I would go to my EQ, mic EQ, tone control, as ICOM might call it, and I would brighten it up. That hand mic should be much more brighter than what it is, so whatever your top-end EQ setting now is, I would give it 2 to 3 dB, plus 2 to 3 dB more, Roger.
Okay, I'll have to go back into the menu and take a look at that. It'd take me a few minutes, but like I said, I'm just curious what it sounds like right now.
Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, maybe we could go in with some of the other setup and do the EQ last, or, later. I'd suggest running a 3 out of 10 on the compressor. On that radio, engage the compressor and make it a 3 out of 10. Roger?
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I believe that's set at 4.
Yeah, I would pull it to 3. It's just a question of not hearing it work. And 3 just works perfectly for our setup. If if you can pull it to 3, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll go on with the setup.
Okay, I'll reset that now to 3.
All right, now I would go to my ALC meter and adjust my mic gain to where my ALC meter is running a mid-scale to 2/3. There's a station way back in there, a standby station. Johnny, you're searching for your mic level control?
Yeah, I haven't had this radio that long, so I'm still learning.
I know what you mean. Yeah, like it sounds like it might be close, but again, your ALC is your Bible. It's will tell you exactly what you're doing, and the setup is for a mid-scale to 2/3 on that meter. As you have your mic gain in hand, and you just talk into your mic just like normal, and adjust that. And you don't want to go or any of that stuff. You just want to talk like normal and adjust your mic gain to where your ALC meter is running mid-scale to 2/3.
QSL, I will take some time to dig in right here. This is James. You're in, let's see, I looked that up. Indiana, but I forgot what town it was.
Well, we just identify as being across from Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. I mean, you wouldn't, if I told you New Albany, Indiana, you wouldn't have the faintest concept of where that is, Roger.
Yeah, I do. I grew up in Elkhart, up in northern Indiana.
Ah, Roger. Well, one of a dozen of us out there.
All right, James, I appreciate your time. I will do some playing with this. I need to go and talk to Trumpet this next site. I appreciate your time.
Roger, John. Well, just take notes. You know, you've got the compressor set up right. You want to do that ALC meter mid-scale to 2/3 by adjusting your mic gain. And then you want to crank in about 3 dB more top-end EQ, treble equalization for that microphone. And a word about using that microphone, you want to be sure and work it from the side of your mouth. Don't talk directly into it, or you'll get a lot of transients and plosives and stuff. So you want to work that mic to the side of your mouth, which will reduce all that mouth garbage. Or you can go down to your favorite music store and pick up a foam windscreen and slip right on that mic, and then you can work it just exactly however you want to, Roger.
I appreciate it. I'll do some more playing with this radio. KC9VKV, W4JLF. I appreciate it.
Roger, I'm hoping that your ALC is running light because your dynamic range is at this time just about 10 dB, and we want to compress that, reduce that dynamic range to about 3 dB. So with 10 dB dynamic range, your average peak modulation is about 30%. With 3 dB dynamic range, your average peak modulation is between 80 and 85%. So the perceptive volume is about twice the volume, but it doesn't, you know, it's very transparent the way the setup is, so you don't really hear, you know, it doesn't sound like you're up against the wall. It just sounds like you're pleasantly there. Very good, Roger.
All right, QSL. Thanks again, James.
Roger, John, 3 sideways. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog page. We're running now live till 5. If you've got a radio you want to check out the audio, we are recording. And then we'll post it up on YouTube in the next couple of days. And you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor. And that will bring up our Qso-Vlog page. And you'll be looking for a Qso entitled My Group Air Check 8919, which is coincidentally today's date. My Group Air Check 8919. This is KC9VKV.